Tim, how are you, champion? How are you?
Good, mate. Good. Glad to be on the call, and good to see your handsome face as well.
Tim, when did you first come to me, buddy? How long's it been?
Oh, it's probably been 8 months, I would say, since I reached out. I was coming off a breakup and feeling a bit sad and sorry for myself, and I found some of your reels, I think on TikTok, I think it was, and started following you. And as soon as I hit the like button on your Instagram page, you reached out to me.
I love it. So what were you struggling with at the time? You're just feeling sad about a bad relationship, or?
Yeah, I felt I had a lot going for me. So I felt that, things were kicking along business-wise. I was growing in that. Being a single parent, I knew I was a good father because I was consistent, and I fought really hard to have that time with her. And I felt that this was one area of my life where I really struggled. I sort of didn't have a father figure, you would say, growing up. So it was kind of hearing dating only from a woman's point of view. It was, I just found myself, that it would start great, and then it would then sort of, go south for, many reasons. And I felt I needed, and what you were saying sort of connected with me, and I felt I just needed that guidance in order to, make that part of my life better and make it work for me.
I love that. So how far into my program, did you meet your partner that you're with now?
So I pretty soon thereafter, I really took on board the dating advice that was in your program. One of the key things for me was not only learning about masculine energy, but maintaining, doing only maximum of about 30% of the talking. What I found was I was just, the dates were going very successfully, and previously I never really thought about dating multiple women at one time. I went out on a date with my current partner, and we were due to catch up again, and then lockdown hit. So it kind of threw everything into an array. But sort of implementing your program, we couldn't even go on dates, and our connection just flourished whilst not being even able to plan anything or do anything. So it was, and a lot of credits to her too. Like, I think she's a pretty amazing girl. But no, it was, pretty soon thereafter, I would say. Yeah, probably. Well, I enrolled, and then I think we a month, 3 to 4 weeks after, I'd already gone on my first date with her. Yeah.
That's awesome. Would you say your relationship's a 10 out of 10 now, Tim?
I would, yeah, most definitely. So after 7 months, after 6 months, we spoke about, I sort of dropped the hints, we spoke about moving in together. And one of the key things for me in why it's a 10 out of 10 is constantly not getting comfortable, I think, is a key criteria. Being the man that she wants me to be, which is a leader, a provider, a protector. We had a couple of incidents where the protector part came into play, which was quite funny. And the other big learning curve for me was not bringing up the past, really saying the past is in the past, and not talking about past relationships or my daughter's mother, not talking about that. If my daughter's mother and I, if we have disagreements, I don't even bring it up with her. I don't bring it up. It's completely, separate. And just through being that, she's just felt so comfortable with me to follow me in where I want to take it. And she's very much she works for Deloitte and is very high up as a director in Deloitte. So she's got a very sort of, a leader in her own role, and probably has a lot of, masculine energy, you would say, in that role. But when it comes to, the private life, I'm still, even though she's a strong personality, I'm still very much able to take the reins, in that regard. So, yeah.
I love that. Masculine, feminine energy is so important, hey?
Yeah, definitely. And it's something I can pick up on quite quickly. I can tell when she's changing, and can sort of try to sort the issues out there and then, if they do sort of come up. We're off to Europe together in June, so I'm going to meet her family in Europe.
Awesome.
Moving in together, and it just gets, to be honest with you, Jake, it gets better and better. The attraction just gets more for us. I'm much more attracted to her than what I was on our first date, let me tell you that much. So, yeah.
I love that. Tim, are you glad that you did the course, buddy?
Mate, I think you should charge double what you usually charge for it. It might be a bit hard to get people, but no, I'm very glad. I felt that I always felt that I had a little bit going for me, and that it was just one part of my life that I needed a lot of help and guidance on. And there was so many holy, SH moments for me, that when I reflected back on what I did on past relationships, I think, wow, no wonder she saw me in that way. Or, that would come across as, undesirable. That is an unattractive quality. And not to say that I changed my personality, but it was just more, being conscious. One of my, I'll give you an example. One of my things that I constantly try to work on is I'm a very apologetic person. So I try to, now I'm very conscious of that since doing your course, so little things like that where I'm like, yeah, okay, shit, I need to work on that. So, yeah.
Perfect. Tim, I'm so proud of you, buddy. You've gone from strength to strength. Very happy to see that you're in a 10 out of 10 relationship. That's awesome.
No, thank you, Jack. Definitely could not have done it without you and Jody and the team. And, it's just, I couldn't have imagined 12 months ago I would be, from living alone, I would be in a position where I'm now on Wednesday going to be living with my dream lady. So thank you so much. And I keep the old book handy, if I get in a bit of a bind. But no, I think the fundamental principles that you teach, masculine energy, being a leader, not dwelling into the past. I think even if you just get those three things, you're going to meet your ideal partner, and the rest you can kind of, work out the details. But for me, I keep those three things in mind. And I've never had a, someone so in love with me as what she is. So, and I love her too. I love her just as much back. So, no, it's pretty amazing.
Does it feel as good as it sounds, Tim?
It does, yeah, it really does. Like we, she works a lot, I work a lot. So we're, when we see each other, it's just, we just love it. And she loves the fact, she loves the fact that I'm busy, and I appreciate the fact that she's busy too, that we've got our own lives, but when we come together, we just make it so much better, so much more enjoyable. And the conversation we've had, I said, I want to create a home with you where we come to each other to rejuvenate, to energize, to something to look forward to. If it's a bad day, it's never going to be a negative place, a place of eggshells or anything like that. I want to be able to, re-energize each other and enjoy each other. So yeah, it's I'm 30, turning 34 this year. And I've had some long-term relationships in my 20s and whatnot. And I've never had anything quite like this. So yeah,
it's like heaven. So Tim, do you have any piece of advice for anybody watching this, and maybe there's a guy your age and he doesn't really believe in love anymore, he's been divorced, doesn't think that positively about women? What advice would you give him?
Step out of your comfort zone. Do the course and don't look back. What's the worst that can happen? I mean, you know, the worst that can happen is that you end up exactly where you are right now, take a bit of a punt, and, you know, shoot for the stars. And if you know, if the worst thing you get out of it is a few dates and you know, a few, you know, and you get some experience out of it, that's what life is all about. But you know, I'm not a rocket scientist. I'm a real estate agent. I'm not a rocket scientist or a highly educated man by any means, and it's worked absolutely wonders for me. So I couldn't recommend your course highly enough, mate. And I think it was, you know, really good timing that, you know, I found you when I did, and you know, sort of 9-10 months later, I'm moving in with the woman of my dreams. So yeah, it can happen. It can happen. You just got to keep your eyes open and yeah, make it work. Be a man, make it work. You know, really put that energy out there and get into it.
I love that. So happy for you, Tim. I'm proud of you, buddy. You did the work and you've achieved what you want to achieve. Look, you can come on the group calls anytime you want, buddy. You can bring your missus along anytime. We'd love to see you on the group call, inspire the other people doing the course who are feeling a bit downtrodden. You're an inspiration, brother.
No, thank you, Jake. I will get on one of those calls. We'll get settled into our new place, and yeah, I'll bring the other half, and we'll say good day for sure.
That'd be awesome. Thanks for letting me interview you, brother.
No worries, Jake. Anytime, mate. Appreciate your time.
See you, Tim.
See you, buddy. Bye.